Welcome to our deep dive into the universe's strangest mysteries. It's clear you guys are fascinated by the cosmos, and today we're going to try to explore 5 of its biggest puzzles based on the source material you provided.
It's exciting stuff.
I know! Why are we being pulled towards a hidden region of space?
Yeah.
What are those crazy intense radio signals from deep space? Is time travel really just science fiction? This source material really leans into the mind-bending possibilities, so get ready for a real cosmic adventure.
Yeah, what's really exciting about these mysteries is they could completely overturn our understanding of the universe.
Yeah.
It's not just about filling in blanks. We might have to rip up the textbook and start over.
Okay, let's start with a cosmic mystery that really does sound straight out of a sci-fi thriller. The source material talks about the Great Attractor.
Mm-hmm.
So picture this. Our galaxy, along with millions of others, is hurtling towards something massive, but we can't even see it.
Yeah, it's like we're caught in a cosmic current, but the source of that current is hidden. This is the Great Attractor, and it's exerting an incredible gravitational pull on us.
It's like being drawn to a magnet, but not being able to see the magnet itself.
Right.
What could possibly be so massive that it's pulling entire galaxies towards it?
That is the question. That's the question that's baffled scientists for decades. The source mentions a few theories, but even those are mind-boggling.
Yeah.
It could be a supercluster of galaxies, much larger and denser than anything we've ever observed,
Right.
or it could be something even stranger, something we haven't even conceived of yet, something totally new.
So not only is it a mystery what the Great Attractor is, but it also forces us to question if we even understand what's possible out there in the universe.
Exactly. It challenges our assumptions about the structure and the evolution of the cosmos. And you see, the Great Attractor highlights another really perplexing mystery, and one you specifically wanted to explore: the enigma of dark matter and dark energy.
Ah, yes, the invisible forces that supposedly make up most of the universe. Okay, this source really dives into how mind-blowing that concept is, that everything we can see, all the stars and galaxies, is only about 5% of what's out there.
The other 95%, we call it dark matter and dark energy.
Right.
Dark matter acts like a cosmic scaffold holding galaxies together.
Okay.
And dark energy, that's like an anti-gravity force pushing everything apart at an accelerating rate.
This is where I start to feel like I'm in over my head. What are the real-world implications of all this dark stuff? It's easy to get lost in the abstract.
That's a great question. Understanding dark matter and dark energy could completely revolutionize our understanding of gravity, potentially leading to breakthroughs in space travel or energy production. Imagine harnessing a force that shapes the very fabric of space-time.
From a practical standpoint, is there any chance we'll be able to actually see this dark matter or dark energy anytime soon?
Well, while we can't see them directly, scientists are building these incredibly sensitive detectors, both here on Earth and in space, hoping to catch a glimpse. We're also looking for their effects on things we can observe, and as we learn more, who knows what other mysteries will be unlocked.
Okay, so we have this invisible stuff making up most of the universe, and it's potentially playing a role in this massive Great Attractor pulling us towards it. This source material makes me feel incredibly small, but also incredibly curious.
That's the beauty of it. It's humbling, but it also opens up endless possibilities for exploration and discovery. And speaking of mysteries, this source material you sent, it has a whole section on fast radio bursts.
FRBs.
FRBs, yeah. There are some of the most powerful and puzzling phenomena ever detected.
Yeah, the source describes them as these sudden blasts of radio waves lasting only milliseconds, but packing more energy than our sun releases in an entire day. And the fact that we don't know what causes them makes it even more intriguing.
Exactly. Imagine, you're listening to a radio, and suddenly there's this incredibly loud, brief burst of static. Then silence. That's essentially what an FRB is like.
So what are the leading theories? I remember reading something about neutron stars and even alien signals.
Well, neutron stars, which are incredibly dense remnants of collapsed stars, are definitely a strong contender. Some scientists believe that when these stars undergo certain events, like starquakes or collisions, they could release these powerful bursts of radio waves.
Okay. But the possibility of alien signals, even if it's a long shot, is just too cool to ignore. I mean, this source does a good job of explaining how tantalizing that prospect is.
It's definitely a thought-provoking idea. Imagine an advanced civilization, perhaps facing a cosmic threat or wanting to announce its presence to the universe, sending out a powerful beacon of energy. While it's currently just speculation, it's a possibility that we can't entirely rule out.
Well, on the topic of aliens, let's dive into the famous Fermi paradox, another big one you wanted to unpack. It basically asks, if the universe is so vast and full of possibilities, where is everyone else?
It's a paradox because, the sheer number of stars and planets suggests that life, even intelligent life, should be relatively common, yet we have no definitive evidence of any other civilizations out there. It's really bizarre.
This source highlights a few possible solutions, and some are pretty unsettling, like what if intelligent life is rare? Or what if civilizations tend to self-destruct before they can reach out to the stars?
Those are certainly sobering possibilities, aren't they? The idea that we might be alone in the universe or that intelligence itself might be a self-destructive trait is a lot to process.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. The source also mentions the Great Filter Theory, which suggests that there might be some stage in the evolution of life that's incredibly difficult to overcome.
Think of it like a cosmic obstacle course. And there's one particularly challenging hurdle that most civilizations can't clear. It could be a technological barrier, a societal flaw, or even a susceptibility to natural disasters. The question is, have we already passed this filter, or is it still looming ahead of us?
Now that's a scary thought. Makes you wonder if reaching this level of technology and global interconnectedness is actually a sign of impending doom. But honestly, of all the solutions to the Fermi paradox, which one resonates most with you?
Hmm. I found myself drawn to the idea that we might just be looking in the wrong way or listening on the wrong frequencies. Perhaps alien civilizations are communicating in ways we haven't even conceived of yet, or maybe they've chosen to remain silent, observing us from a distance.
The cosmic lurker theory, always a classic.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shift gears to a concept that has captivated human imagination for centuries. Time travel. Is it pure fantasy or a scientific possibility?
Time travel is a fascinating concept, and while we haven't achieved anything like what we see in movies, modern physics does offer some intriguing possibilities.
The source mentions Einstein's theory of relativity. I know it's complex, but can you break down how it relates to time travel?
Sure. Einstein's theory showed us that time isn't absolute but relative. It's affected by gravity and motion. For example, time slows down for objects moving at very high speeds, or near incredibly massive objects like black holes.
So theoretically, if you could travel near the speed of light or orbit a black hole, you could essentially experience time at a different rate than someone back on Earth, right?
Precisely. It wouldn't be time travel in the traditional sense, but more like time dilation. You wouldn't be jumping to specific points in time, but rather experiencing time at a different pace.
Okay, I think I'm following. And then there's the quantum world, which is a whole other level of mind-bending strangeness. This source describes how at the subatomic level, particles can exist in multiple states at once and even teleport across distances. It's as if the laws of physics as we know them break down at that level.
The quantum realm operates under very different rules. And one of the most intriguing phenomena is quantum entanglement. It's like an invisible link between two particles, no matter how far apart they are.
So if you change the state of one entangled particle, the other particle instantly changes too, even if they're on opposite sides of the universe.
That's the basic idea. And this instantaneous connection has led some physicists to speculate about its potential implications for time travel.
It makes me wonder, if information can be transmitted instantly across vast distances, could we find a way to use entanglement to send messages or even physical objects back in time?
That's the hope of some researchers. It's
Yeah.
highly speculative, but it's fascinating to think about.
Speaking of speculation, out of all these incredible mysteries, which one do you think is most likely to be solved within our lifetime? What groundbreaking discovery are you hoping to see?
It's hard to say for certain, but with all the advances in technology and the sheer brilliance of scientists working on these puzzles, I believe we might see significant progress in our understanding of dark matter and dark energy in the coming decades. There are numerous experiments underway using incredible technology, and the data they're collecting could revolutionize our understanding of the universe.
It's amazing to think that we might actually unravel the mystery of what makes up 95% of the cosmos. It makes you wonder what other mysteries are waiting to be discovered.
Well, you mentioned the possibility of time travelers being among us earlier. That's a fun one to ponder.
Right. I mean, if time travel does become possible, who's to say that someone from the future hasn't already figured it out and is observing us right now?
It's certainly an intriguing thought. Perhaps some of the unexplained phenomena we've discussed, like FRBs or even certain historical events, could be attributed to time travelers meddling with the past or sending messages to the future.
That's a great segue into one of the most fascinating aspects of these mysteries, their potential implications for humanity. If we do solve the Fermi paradox and discover we're not alone, Or if we crack the code of time travel, how would it change our understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe? These are questions that go beyond science and into the realm of philosophy, ethics, and even our own sense of identity.
Absolutely. These discoveries wouldn't just be scientific achievements, they would be profound philosophical events, forcing us to reevaluate everything we thought we knew about our place in the cosmos, our history, and our future.
It's both exciting and a little terrifying to think about.
Hmm.
Okay, so we've covered the great attractor, dark matter and dark energy, fast radio bursts, the Fermi paradox, and the mind-boggling concept of time travel. It's been a truly epic journey through the universe's biggest mysteries. It really has been an epic journey. But before we wrap up, I'm curious. Of all the mysteries we've talked about, which one keeps you up at night? Which one do you find the most personally compelling?
Oh, that's a tough one. Um, each of these mysteries is so captivating. But I think the one that truly sparks my imagination is the Fermi paradox. It's a question that has haunted me since I first learned about it. Are we truly alone in this vast universe? Or are there other intelligent beings out there, perhaps even observing us right now?
It's a question that really makes you think about the nature of existence, right? The possibility of other life forms, especially intelligent ones, completely changes our perspective on everything. If we're not alone, what does that mean for us? For our understanding of our place in the universe, our purpose, our future?
Exactly. It raises these really profound questions about the meaning of life itself. And it challenges us to consider the potential consequences of contact. Would it be a peaceful encounter, a cultural exchange,
Mm.
or something more ominous?
It's both exciting and terrifying to think about. This source material does a great job of laying out the different possibilities, from the optimistic to the downright chilling. But shifting gears a bit, let's talk about the potential impact of these discoveries on humanity. If we were to solve one of these mysteries, how do you think it would affect society?
I think it would really depend on the specific mystery and the nature of the solution. But in general, I believe it would have a profound impact on our understanding of ourselves and our place in the cosmos. Imagine if we were to definitively prove the existence of extraterrestrial life. It would probably spark a global philosophical and spiritual revolution.
It would force us to reevaluate our assumptions about our uniqueness and our significance. And what about time travel? If we were to find a way to manipulate time, how do you think it would change the world?
The implications of time travel are truly mind-boggling. It could revolutionize everything, from historical research and criminal justice to our understanding of cause and effect. But it also raises some serious ethical concerns. If we could change the past, what would stop us from making potentially disastrous alterations to the timeline? And who would have the authority to control such a powerful technology?
It's a Pandora's box, isn't it? The potential benefits are enormous, but the risks are equally great. It's fascinating to think about how these discoveries could shape the future of humanity, for better or for worse. But before we get too carried away with hypotheticals, let's bring it back to the present. What can our listener take away from all this? What's the most important thing for them to remember?
I think the key takeaway is that the universe is full of wonder and mystery. There's so much we don't know, and that's what makes it so exciting. We should embrace our curiosity, keep asking questions, and never stop exploring. Every new discovery, every answered question opens up even more possibilities and leads to even more questions.
Beautifully said. It's a reminder that the journey of discovery is just as important as the destination. And who knows, maybe your listener will be the one to solve one of these great cosmic mysteries someday. So keep learning, keep exploring, and most importantly, stay curious. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the universe's strangest mysteries. We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration of the unknown.